Hi everyone, I'm Matthew Alor. Welcome to your MCE practice exam session where we'll tackle questions just like the real exam. I'll guide you step by step so you can practice, improve, and boost your confidence. Stay focused, follow along, and let's get the exam ready together. So let's dive in. The 21 CLD skill communication rubric is shown in the following table. Level rubric level 1. Students are not required to produce extended or multimodal communication. Level 2. Students are required to produce extended communication or multimodal communication, but they are not required to provide supporting evidence or design their work for a particular audience. Level 3. Students are required to produce extended communication or multimodal communication, and they are required to provide supporting evidence. They must explain their ideas or support a thesis with facts or examples, or they are required to design their communication for a particular audience, but not both. Level 4. Students are required to produce extended communication or multimodal communication, and they are required to provide supporting evidence, and they are required to design their communication for a particular audience. The school district has announced a science fair competition for 11 to 12-year-old students. Rules state that the students display must include the following information: hypothesis of the experiment, explanation of the test procedure, result, and conclusion. How can this learning activity be modified to meet level 4 of the 21 CLD rubric for skilled communication? Okay. Include professional journal citation from supporting research studies. Okay, level 4 again. Students are required to produce extended communication or multimodal communication, and they are required to provide supporting evidence, and they are required to design their communication for a particular audience. Okay, yes, no. Include a PowerPoint kiosk designed for 11 to 12-year-old viewers that summarizes the students' experiments. Okay, let's see others. Add photos of the test procedure and graphs of the results. Have the students stand by the display to answer questions. No, no. Okay, this should be correct. Include a PowerPoint kiosk designed for 11 to 12-year-old viewers that summarizes the students' experiments. Include a PowerPoint kiosk designed for 11 to 12-year-old viewers that summarizes the students' experiments. Okay, this one meets the level 4 of the 21 CLD rubric for skill communication. The students are required to produce external communication, multimodal communication, and they are required to provide supporting evidence, and they are required to design communication for a particular audience. Okay, correct. The 21 CLD skill communication rubric is shown in the following table. Level rubric. Level 1. Students are not required to produce extended or multimodal communication. Level 2. Students are required to produce extended communication or multimodal communication, but they are not required to provide supporting evidence or design their work for a particular audience. Level 3. Students are required to produce extended communication or multimodal communication, and they are required to provide supporting evidence. They must explain their ideas or support a thesis with facts or examples, or they are required to design their communication for a particular audience, but not both. Level 4, students are required to produce excellent communication or multimodal communication, and they are required to provide supporting evidence, and they are required to design their communication for a particular audience. Students in your drama class are studying mime as a theatrical medium. You need to transform the learning activity into one that facilitates skilled communication at level 4 of the 21 CLD learning activity rubric. For each of the following learning activities, select yes if it facilitates level 4 of skilled communication, otherwise select no. Okay, let's go through level 4 again. Students are required to produce extended communication or multimodal communication, and they are required to provide supporting evidence, and they are required to design their communication for a particular audience. Okay, so let's look at these activities, these learning activities one after the other. Students will work in teams of 4 to create a video that shows each student acting out a story using body motions. A member of the team will narrate the video, explaining the creative process and inspiration. The video will be posted on the school website. On the school website. Okay. Does this facilitate level 4 skill communication? Yes, it does. Students will organize a lunchtime performance of miming and select tickets to other students at the school. The performance will be held in the school auditorium. Drama students will take turns narrating the performances of their peers for the benefit of the in audience. Okay, does this support or facilitate level 4 skill communication? Okay, yes. Students must create a mime. Explanation of their performance will be optional. No. Students will view videos of professional mimes, Charlie Chaplin, Marcel Marceau, and Red Skelton. The students will then write a reflective summary of the performances and use this information as supporting evidence to script their own performance. No, this does not facilitate level 4 skill communication. Okay, correct, correct, correct. Assign a project to your class of 15 to 16-year-old students. The project has the following components. Students will interview a healthcare worker about a known health issue. Students will research the issue to collect medical information. Students will create a detailed presentation about the issue with images and quotes from the interview. Students will share their presentation with the entire class for peer evaluation. For each of the following rubrics, select yes if the project meets the 21 CLD rubric for skilled communication, otherwise select no. Students produce multimodal communication. Yes. Students explain a thesis with examples. Students explain a thesis with examples. No. Students provide supporting evidence. Yes. Students design their communication for a particular audience. Healthcare worker. Okay. Particular audience. Yes. Okay. Correct. This question requires that you evaluate the underlined text to determine if it is correct. The horticulture class of 17 to 18-year-old students have been asked to landscape the work area that leads from the school parking lot to the performing arts auditorium. You assign your students the task of identifying plants for the project. You also ask your students to propose a communication component for the project. Your students propose creating a weatherproof marker for each plant that identifies its scientific name, common name, social use, and a color photo to educate visitors along the walkway. This learning activity must meet the level 4 of the 21 CLD skill communication rubric. Review the underlying text. If it makes the statement correct, select no change is needed. If the statement is incorrect, select the answer choice that makes the statement correct. Okay, so the underlying text, the student proposed creating a weatherproof marker for each plant that identifies its scientific name, common name, social use, and a color photo to educate visitors along the walkway. This learning activity must meet the level 4 of the 21 CLD skilled communication rubric. Okay, let's go to this letter addressed to the school board, thanking them for this assignment. No, PowerPoint kiosk for display in the auditorium lobby that advertises student landscaping services. No, time-lapse video of the landscaping from the first planting to last planting. No, so no change needed. This is perfect. A weatherproof marker for each plant that identifies its scientific name, common name, social use, and a color photo to educate visitors along the walkway. So this already meets the level 4 of the 21 CLD skill communication rubric. Okay, so that requires students to explain clearly, to explain the complex idea in a clear way. So they just address it as well towards a particular audience using a particular medium. So explaining complex ideas in a clear and effective way. Okay, that is okay. So it meets the level 4 of the 21 CID scale communication rubric. Okay. So now, okay, correct. Well done. You've completed this MC practice exam session. Keep practicing and stay exam ready. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell for more sessions. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.